Brienne? Ever wondered about that friendly rivalry between the British and the French? You know, the little jokes about food, language, and culture. Well, that playful banter has some seriously deep historical roots. For centuries, these two weren't just rivals. They were sworn enemies, locked in a struggle for power that shaped the world as we know it. So, how did it all start? We have to go way back to 1066 and the Norman conquest. When William the Conqueror, a French duke, seized the English throne, he tied the destinies of England and France together. This created a messy situation where English kings, who were also French nobles, held vast lands in France. Naturally, French kings weren't thrilled about this and wanted their territory back. This fundamental conflict over land and sovereignty kicked off centuries of warfare. From the 14th to the 15th century, they fought the 100 Years' War. It wasn't one continuous war, but a series of brutal conflicts. Think of legendary figures like Henry V and Joan of Arc. This period cemented a sense of national identity in both countries, often defined by being not the other. England lost its continental lands, except for Calais, and started focusing on its identity as an island nation. But the rivalry didn't stop there. As both nations built global empires from the 17th century onwards, their competition went worldwide. They clashed over colonies and trade routes in North America, the Caribbean, and India. The 7 Years' War, which some historians call the First True World War, saw Britain emerge as the dominant colonial power, a huge blow to French prestige. Even the American Revolution saw France get its revenge by helping the American colonists break away from British rule. Then came Napoleon. The Napoleonic Wars at the start of the 19th century were the grand finale of this military rivalry. It was a massive, continent-spanning conflict that ended with Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo by a coalition led by Britain as Duke of Wellington. It's hard to count every single skirmish, but historians estimate they fought dozens of major wars and countless smaller battles over nearly 1,000 years. After Napoleon, things began to change. The rise of other powers, like Germany, forced Britain and France to see each other in a new light. They found common ground and became allies in World War I and World War II. Today, they are key partners in NATO and have strong economic and cultural ties connected by the Channel Tunnel. So, while the old military rivalry is a thing of the past, its legacy lives on in that cheeky banter and deep-seated cultural competition. It has a fascinating story of how two of the world's great powers went from bitter enemies to close friends. Thanks for watching.